Hello everyone, welcome to Module 1. In this module, you will learn the definition of corporate culture, and I will also introduce several types of corporate culture to you. Okay, so let's kick things off. First, let's meet Robert. Robert wants to build a good company culture in his organization, but he doesn't know where to start. And before we help Robert, I want to ask you to think about what is corporate culture? Does corporate culture means pet-friendly office, or maybe gene-free office, or maybe have an open communication? However, these are all forms of corporate culture. So, what is corporate culture? Corporate culture refers to the set of behavior and procedural norms that can be observed within a company, which includes its policies, standards, procedures, ethics, values, employee behaviors, and attitudes. And in general, the definition of corporate culture refers to the summation of how people within an organization interact with each other and work together. In other words, corporate culture is the personality of a company. And in economics perspective, they describe corporate culture as engine. Because money is not the only thing that can motivate employees. If employees have a high salary, money will be less useful. And culture can be a really motivator where people share the same beliefs and are willing to work as hard as they can while they are not aiming for money. In addition, economics define corporate culture as growth. This is because corporate culture helps to build strong and trustworthy relationships between employees and even customers. With trust, people can make cooperation a reality. So you might want to know, why do we need to build a corporate culture? There is a key number in sociology called the Dunbar's number, which has discovered by British anthropology professor Robin Dunbar. It means the number of stable and effective social contacts that a human can maintain at the same time. The study found that the average number is around 115, which is limited by the structure of the human's brain. So when a company is larger than 115 people, the top executive's influence is no longer directly accessible to everyone. This is because he can no longer maintain stable and effective social relationships with everyone in the company. So there are bound to be something that depends on the corporate culture for decision making. Alright, and let me introduce several types of corporate culture to you. The first one is called adhocracy. This is the most creative type of culture. Everyone is expected to be an innovator and should be experimenting constantly with new ideas. And in this type of culture, team members challenge the status quo and constantly find ways to improve, innovate, and develop new services and offerings. Most startup and tech companies have this type of culture, so they can create without too many barriers and be the first to market. So for example, Google, Apple, and Meta all thrive with adhocracy values. They are constantly innovating and trying new things to push the bounds of the market as it is. The second type is market-driven culture. The aim of business with this type of company culture is to dominate the market. Leadership measures success according to return on investment and market share, rather than the achievements of any individual. All decisions are based on what will bring the business closer to meeting these two goals. So companies with market-driven culture may focus less on employee experience or satisfaction, but focus more on performance and results. And Tesla, Amazon, and General Electric have this type of culture. And the third one is called the clan. A company with a clan or collaborative culture feels like a family. All the employees know each other and consider their co-workers friends. They also tend to have many interests in common and share a similar worldview. Current culture tends to create a more supportive work environment, where employees are just as involved and valued as upper management. They are likely to use open and informal communication. What you won't find here is a high number of management levels, as employees are seen as peers and family. Small companies like Tom's Men, Real Salt, and Chobani all have clan culture. The last one is called the hierarchy. Traditional organizations, particularly large organizations, tend to have hierarchy culture, and the management is made up of various levels, and there is a clear difference between employees and leaders. Hierarchy cultures focus on preventing mistakes, sticking to rules and tradition, and managing failure. So financial institutions like Wells Fargo and Goldman Sachs, healthy insurance companies like Blue Cross Blue Shield have a hierarchy culture. So those are four types of corporate culture. And thank you for watching.